Hello, everybody. How are you? Let's do another Lyrics Explained. This time it's going to be Old Dominion and their song One Man Band. Now, if you're not familiar with Old Dominion, they are a 5-member country band from Nashville. And I guess you could call it contemporary country. And it has a little bit of pop and hip hop sprinkled in there, man. Keep it fresh. But they've got 3 albums out, 3 EPs, and they're players. And you could say they're on the rise. So let's talk about this song and what it's all about. So, One Man Band, they are trying to capture the opportunities and the hassles of being an entrepreneur in today's high-tech world. So technology is good in that it allows any of us to start a business in one day. It used to be in the old days, if you wanted to start a business, oh my Lord, you had to go get a license from the city, and you had to find a place to have your business, and you had to rent a place, and you had to get a parking lot, or you had to have room in your basement to store the stuff, or you had to, right? It was a major hassle. Today, you can start an online business in one day, and honestly, if you wanted to do it, you could do it in under 2 hours. You could have a business bank account. You could have an accounting software set up. You could have all of the paperwork done with the city and state and the feds within 2 hours if you wanted to, because there's services that'll do that for you all online. So that is great. Now any of us can start a business and with under $100. There's no way that you could do that in 1985. So that's what this song is talking about. They're talking about the opportunities available today, but then what ends up happening is the flip side. And that is that you have in a society where they say now up to 40% of people are in what you might call the gig economy. That means that many of them are quote unquote solopreneurs or entrepreneurs working by themselves. Well, what happens? Isolationism, loneliness, okay? That's the dark flip side of all of this opportunity is that now you have people working 80 hours a week. They don't interact with people that they might have interacted with at their job, and their family barely sees them because they gobble down their dinner and then scurry off to the bedroom office where they've been all day for another 3 or 4 hours of work, okay? Even if they love it. It takes time away from their family, from their friends, from their hobbies, from their activities, and from supporting their favorite team. And God help them if they're Cleveland Brown fans. All of this pain, okay, and loneliness and isolationism is especially acute for Cleveland Brown fans because they have suffered for most of their lives. And so then when you add in the symptoms I'm talking about and the downside of the tech boom and the entrepreneur boom and the gig economy opportunities, you have a mental health crisis. And so many people are saying that we need to focus on mental health. So what's the solution? Well, in some cases, it may mean moving your office to a shared workspace. That might work. Like there's places called, one place is called WeWork, and there's others. It may mean that you need to back away from the computer. I mean, 80, 100-hour weeks, maybe you need to do that in the first year, 2 years, 3 years. But come on there, Captain. You need to say hello to your wife, say hello to your husband, say hello to the kids. Your kids may not even know who you are. I mean, maybe you're walking around the house and the kids are like, Mom, who's that strange guy walking around? Oh, that's your father. What? They're like, really? I thought he was taller. They don't even know who you are. So introduce yourself to your kids, take them to the park, take them, get the dog and go running around the park, throw the ball, do something. But here's what I don't want you to do. If you're lonely and you're working too much and you feel like you need the interaction with a human, please do not interact past your generally accepted time limit with the cashier at the grocery store. If you are extending the generally accepted time that you need to check out your groceries at the grocery store because you're lonely, and when the cashier asks you how you are, you go into a 7, 8, 9 minute extended diatribe about how your life is going, holding up the line, including me behind you, who only has 2 things of bananas and a box of granola bars, holding me up from getting back to my life. Well, that's when I say you really need to have a therapist. Check to see if you have your health coverage, if you're fortunate to have it, covers therapy, because you need to go. That's what you need to do. Go talk to your therapist or set up your own group therapy session, or join a association in your field. Whatever you have to do, there's lots of ways to interact with other humans if you feel that need. Just don't hold me up at the grocery store, because I got things to do. All right, that's Old Dominion talking about one-man bands who are so prominent and prevalent now in the gig economy as companies downsize and people start their own companies, hang out their own shingle, and the dark side of that process. Hope that helps.